Everything you believe about separation is an illusion. The universe isn't fragmented, and nothing is truly isolated. Science has already shown that two particles can remain connected no matter the distance between them. This phenomenon, known as quantum entanglement, reveals something astonishing. There's an invisible connection uniting everything and everyone. But what does that have to do with you? Everything. That same force might be acting within your mind, determining what you attract and manifest in reality. What if your thoughts aren't just internal events, but signals sent out to a larger field? And what if there were a way to use this hidden connection to unlock the infinite potential of your subconscious? Today, you'll discover how science and consciousness are intertwined, and why mastering this connection could completely transform your life. Before moving on, leave a comment saying, "I am ready to awaken my hidden connection." For centuries, we believed that the mind was a closed system, isolated within the brain. However, recent scientific discoveries point to something much larger. Consciousness might be linked to an invisible network that connects all of reality. Physicist Albert Einstein even called quantum entanglement spooky action at a distance, because it defies our understanding of separation. Yet he wasn't the only one to question the true nature of reality. Researchers such as Roger Penrose and Stuart Hameroff have explored the possibility that consciousness is a quantum phenomenon capable of transcending space-time. Jacobo Grinberg, one of the greatest scholars of the mind and perception, believed that our experience of reality is a mental construction projected from a universal field of information. He studied shamans, spiritual traditions, and neuroscience to understand how our mind interacts with this invisible field. If he was right, it means that your thoughts and emotions aren't just internal reactions, they actually shape the fabric of reality. Moreover, your subconscious might be the key to accessing this connection and transforming your life. For a long time, we assumed that reality was made up of separate objects interacting in a predictable way within space and time. But quantum physics revealed something surprising. Separation might be nothing more than an illusion. The phenomenon of quantum entanglement is one of the strongest proofs of this. Discovered in the early 20th century, it shows that two particles can remain connected regardless of the distance between them. In other words, if we change the state of one particle, the other responds instantly, whether they are millimeters apart or separated by light years. Einstein called this spooky action at a distance because it seemed to violate the laws of classical physics, where nothing should travel faster than light. Yet modern experiments have confirmed that this connection occurs immediately, without any measurable delay. This suggests that an invisible web connects all things, and perhaps that same web extends to the human mind and consciousness. Imagine you and a friend each have an identical pair of dice, and you roll them at the same time in different parts of the world. If those dice were quantum entangled, the number that appears on one would automatically determine the number on the other, even if they were thousands of kilometers apart. This happens without any information being transmitted between them because, at the quantum level, the two objects are essentially the same. This idea implies that the universe is not a collection of isolated objects, but rather a vast, interconnected network where everything is intertwined. And here's the big question. Could our mind also operate on this same principle? If particles can remain connected over vast distances, what prevents our consciousness from doing the same? Many spiritual traditions have long spoken about this connection, even before science began to study it. Ancient texts mention a universal field where all minds meet, a concept that quantum physics is now beginning to suggest might be real. Moreover, this phenomenon challenges our very notion of time and space. If two particles can influence each other instantly, then reality isn't strictly linear, and past, present, and future might be intertwined. This is crucial because it suggests that the way we think and feel now can literally affect future events, something many spiritual paths have always taught. Science hasn't stopped there. Various experiments have shown that human consciousness can influence matter in ways that traditional physics can't explain. For example, the famous double-slit experiment revealed that simply observing an event can alter its outcome, meaning that reality responds to our perception. If this is true, then we might be far more connected to the fundamental structure of the universe than we ever imagined. And if our mind can influence matter, perhaps we can learn to consciously harness it to transform our reality. If quantum entanglement connects particles at the most fundamental level, it's possible that our mind is also part of this universal field, and that our thoughts and emotions have a far greater impact than we think. If consciousness is connected to a universal field, then what we think and feel can directly change reality. Yet many people try to change their lives and repeatedly fail. The answer lies in the subconscious, a hidden program running in the background that governs 95% of our actions, emotions, and perceptions. Even if you consciously desire wealth, love, or success, if your subconscious is programmed for scarcity, rejection, or failure, your reality will continue to mirror those limitations. The secret to changing your life isn't just wanting something new. It's reprogramming your subconscious to align with that new reality. Neuroscience has proven that our mental patterns are reinforced by neural connections formed over a lifetime. The more a thought is repeated, the stronger it becomes, creating a neural pathway that defines our beliefs. If from childhood you heard that money is hard to earn, that true happiness doesn't exist, or that certain opportunities aren't for you, these ideas become deeply ingrained as unconscious truths. This means that even when we consciously try to adopt new habits or positive thoughts, our subconscious can block the change by clinging to old patterns. However, if we manage to install new beliefs and strengthen neural pathways that align with what we desire, we can completely change how our mind interacts with the universe. Quantum physics shows that everything is energy, even our thoughts. Every belief emits a specific frequency that resonates with similar patterns in the quantum field. If you feel unworthy of love, for instance, that vibration attracts experiences that confirm that belief. The same goes for money, health, or any other area of life. But the good news is that this can be reprogrammed. Studies show that the brain has neuroplasticity, the ability to constantly remodel itself. This means that it's possible to replace limiting beliefs with new mental structures that support what you truly want to experience. One effective method for reprogramming is the repetition of affirmations loaded with strong emotion. Words alone aren't enough. The subconscious responds to the intensity of the emotion behind them. If you wish to attract prosperity but merely repeat affirmations without truly feeling that vibration, your subconscious won't accept the new programming. On the other hand, if you repeat "I am prosperous" while genuinely connecting with the feeling of already having wealth, that new information starts to integrate as reality. Visualization is also a powerful tool. When you vividly imagine a desired situation with sensory details and intense emotion, your brain registers that experience as real. This is because the subconscious doesn't distinguish between what is experienced and what is deeply imagined. Beyond repetition and visualization, altered states of consciousness can facilitate reprogramming. During deep relaxation states, such as those induced by meditation or just before sleep, the brain operates in slower theta waves, making the mind more receptive and less critical. Many spiritual traditions have taught this for centuries, and now science confirms that during these moments, the subconscious can be directly accessed and reconfigured with greater ease. Reprogramming also involves undoing old patterns. Recurring negative thoughts need to be intentionally replaced before they take over the mind. Each time a limiting thought appears, it can be consciously interrupted and replaced with a new mental pattern aligned with your desired reality. This requires consistency, but over time your subconscious begins to operate under this new structure, making change automatic. When your subconscious aligns with the reality you desire, results begin to appear almost magically. What once seemed unreachable starts to flow naturally. The universe responds to your vibration, and when that vibration shifts, everything around you rearranges to reflect this new state. Now that you understand how to reprogram your mind, it's time to explore practical techniques that can accelerate the process. What follows is an invitation to apply this knowledge and transform your life for good. Knowing that the subconscious can be reprogrammed is only the first step. The real transformation happens when you put these practical techniques into action to access and release its hidden energy. The human mind functions like an antenna, constantly receiving and transmitting frequencies. If you don't know how to control these frequencies, you'll remain at the mercy of old patterns and limiting beliefs. However, there are specific methods that allow you to tune your mind to new realities and manifest profound changes. One of the most effective techniques is meditation. During meditation, your brain waves slow down, allowing access to the theta state where the subconscious is highly receptive. Daily meditation focused on a clear intention can help reprogram your mental patterns and align your vibration with your desired reality. The key is not just to empty your mind, but to direct it towards specific images and sensations. Visualize yourself already living the life you want, feeling the emotions of that experience as if it were real. This sends powerful signals to the quantum field, preparing the ground for that reality to manifest. Another powerful tool is emotional freedom technique, EFT, also known as tapping. This practice involves gently tapping on specific energy points on your body, similar to acupuncture meridians, while repeating positive affirmations. This process helps release emotional blockages stored in your subconscious, dissolving limiting beliefs and paving the way for new, abundance-aligned neural connections. Neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, offers effective strategies to change internal patterns as well. One simple yet transformative NLP method is resignification. Whenever a limiting belief arises, instead of accepting it as absolute truth, question it and replace it with a more empowering perspective. For example, if you've always believed that money is hard to earn, you can reframe that thought to "money flows to me easily because I've learned to tune into prosperity." Repeating this new affirmation while emotionally connecting with it reinforces the new neural pattern. Activating the pineal gland can also be a powerful route to accessing higher states of consciousness and connecting with the quantum field. Often called the third eye, the pineal gland regulates our internal rhythms and is directly linked to intuitive perception. Techniques such as deep breathing, exposure to sunlight, and consuming antioxidant-rich foods can help decalcify and activate this gland. When the pineal is active, your connection to the energy field strengthens, allowing for greater clarity, intuition, and manifesting ability. Writing is another technique that can accelerate mental reprogramming. Writing about your new reality as if it were already happening creates a bridge between your mental and physical worlds. Studies have shown that writing activates specific areas of the brain linked to turning ideas into reality. Keeping a gratitude journal where you note things you are thankful for every day, even if they haven't fully manifested yet, can shift your vibration and speed up the process of attraction. Additionally, repeating affirmations before sleep can have a profound impact. In the hypnagogic state, when you're between wakefulness and sleep, your subconscious is more open to suggestions. Repeating empowering phrases at that moment allows them to be absorbed without interference from your rational mind. Phrases like, "I am a magnet for incredible opportunities," or "my subconscious is aligned with abundance," create a new mental conditioning over time. The key to all these techniques is consistency. Many people try these methods for a few days and give up when they don't see immediate results. However, reprogramming your subconscious is a continuous process. Just as it took years to establish certain mental patterns, it may take time to replace them completely. But with discipline and clear intention, the results are inevitable. As you apply these practices, your mind begins to operate on a new frequency. Yet the universe always tests our internal changes before fully embracing them. Whenever an internal transformation occurs, the universe responds. But that response isn't always immediate or smooth. Often before a new reality is firmly established, life presents obstacles, tests, and situations that seem to contradict everything you're trying to manifest. These challenges aren't meant to punish you. They're tests from the universe to see if you're truly ready to sustain your new vibration. Imagine someone reprogramming their mind to attract prosperity. At first, they feel motivated, practice positive affirmations, and begin visualizing a more abundant future. Suddenly, however, an unexpected expense or a scarcity-inducing situation appears. This is a critical moment because most people would give up and revert to old thought patterns. But these events don't mean that your reprogramming isn't working. Instead, they are tests from the universe to confirm whether your new vibration has really taken hold. The subconscious always clings to familiar patterns, even if they are negative. When you try to install a new frequency, your brain might generate resistance, creating doubts and insecurities, a mechanism known as cognitive dissonance. This explains why so many people slip back into old habits even after learning new techniques. Yet those who persist, maintaining a high vibration despite the challenges, eventually break free from these cycles and achieve true transformation. One effective way to handle these tests is to recognize that external circumstances are only temporary reflections of your inner vibration. If something unexpected occurs, instead of reacting with fear or frustration, view it as an opportunity to reaffirm your new identity. When a financial setback arises, rather than reverting to a scarcity mindset, face it with the certainty that it's only a temporary adjustment before a major positive change. It's also important to understand that the reality you desire might not manifest exactly as you envisioned. Often, the universe guides you along unexpected paths that, at first, seem like obstacles but are really disguised shortcuts. This requires trust and surrender. Trying too hard to control every detail only creates resistance. To strengthen your new vibration, act as if your desired reality is already in place. If you want to attract more professional opportunities, behave like someone who is already successful, with confidence and gratitude. Aligning your thoughts and actions in this way accelerates the manifestation process. Overcoming the universe's tests means persisting, trusting, and maintaining a high frequency no matter what. True transformation happens when you continue to hold your vibration even in the face of challenges. When that inner strength is solidified, your new reality will inevitably emerge. Now that you understand how the universe tests your changes, it's time to take the next step. What follows is an invitation to apply this knowledge in a practical way and transform your life once and for all. Understanding how the mind, subconscious, and universe interact is essential, but the most important moment is to act. Knowledge without application won't bring transformation. Real change happens when you move from theory to living your new reality. So here's a challenge. For the next 21 days, commit to reprogramming your mind to tap into the quantum field of possibilities. Choose one technique you learned today, whether it's meditation, visualization, affirmations, or writing, and practice it daily without fail. Each day, you'll strengthen the new mental pattern, bringing you closer to the reality you want to create. And remember, challenges may arise, but now you know they are merely tests from the universe. When they do, maintain your high vibration and reaffirm your commitment to the new version of yourself. To solidify this journey, leave a comment saying, I am ready to awaken my hidden connection. Declare it publicly and affirm your commitment to this transformation. If this message resonates with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe to the channel to continue receiving content that will expand your mind and creative power. The universe is already waiting for your decision. Now, the choice is yours.